There we go. So one thing that I wanted to do has been on my mind because I still been writing my book. I ain't wrote uh, in a while, but I know I'm gonna get back to it while I'm gone.
Okay.
But as we spend time talking to uh, our oldest son and his relationship, I think there's a lot of uh, good advice that we can give
Mm-hmm.
based off of what we've been through.
Mm-hmm.
In small chunks, kind of be like what I don't want to do is be what they call a preventative med, right? So instead of waiting till an issue comes, we can talk about some different issues and how we dealt with it.
Okay.
Because I truly don't believe that they know all the things that we've dealt with or all the uh, I won't say issues, but just how we
Overcame.
and we've managed our relationship.
Okay.
We tried to do our best to shield them from a lot of it,
Okay.
which now they could use what we've learned to help them out
Okay.
as they begin to enter their adult life.
Okay.
So for this first one, what I want to do is just talk about is what do you think are some issues or some topics that young couples need to talk about, understand better. Some of the things that, if you look back over our life together, that we've been through that might be able to help.
I think that.
And I'm gonna write them down.
Okay. I think that people definitely need to talk about upbringing.
Okay,
I
so
think. You want me to keep going?
one, upbringing. Okay,
You want me to elaborate on it, or you want me
just
to
a little bit.
Well, I can't. You know me. I can't elaborate a little bit.
But we're going to get into all of them. So
Okay.
just.
So we need to talk about upbringing,
Mm-hmm.
Finances.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
I'm going to say communication.
Yes. Non-negotiables.
Ooh. And what are non-negotiables?
Non-negotiables are the things that you just will not absolutely tolerate or deal with. Like, it's an absolute deal breaker.
So you mean like when we was about to get married and you said you was gonna hyphenate your name?
That was not a deal breaker for you because it was situational for you. Because if I would have been in my career already, then you would have not dare made me change my name. You would have allowed me to hyphen my name because I was already in my career. But so it was situational. It was not a non-negotiable because you were willing to bend based on the situation.
Okay, I'm glad you think that. All right.
I know that.
Okay.
Talk about, let's see, non-negotiables.
External family.
Yeah. That's what I meant by upbringing. Like, that everything can fall up under that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, kids.
Yep.
You need to
Gonna
talk.
raising children.
Yes, that is a big one. And up under raising children, like you can have an A, B, C, D, and E.
We're gonna get up to all that.
Which,
yep.
Well, I'm saying which like would be religion.
Mm-hmm. So yep. So. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna throw in there love languages.
Yeah. I think that's really it for me that I could just think of off the top of my head.
Okay.
I mean, some more may come.
I'm gonna go counseling because what we found out is early in our relationship that counseling is key.
Yeah.
Professional.
Yeah, professional.
Yeah.
Not your pastor, and not your cousins and your friends. Like professional. That's it.
Gonna go 10. Balance. So whether we're talking about work,
life, that's the biggest thing right there. Work-life balance.
Life, children, relationship,
I mean, everything I think falls up under everything we've talked about because everything I think about is a sub of those because those are the main things I think.
Um, there's another one. Um,
Shoot, you need to talk about the expectations of your relationship, like the expectations
yep.
from your partner. Like, what do you expect out of your relationship?
Like,
What you mean?
so when you set expectation out of your relationship.
Like your like expectation things that are important to you. So like your non-negotiables, but it's your expectation. Like, I expect to be able to, even if we just put a time on it, like 2 dates a month.
Okay.
Like, and if you really read about it, like in I watch all my law shows.
Mm-hmm.
Even in prenups, like they've talked about like how much sex they want.
Okay.
Like, so per what's acceptable for them. Like that's the whole point. I think like people get upset when they hear a prenup, but a prenup is basically what we're doing. You're talking about everything that's as important to you and what you expect out of your relationship.
Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna go trust.
Yeah, trust is a big one.
And I think that's it. Can't think of any more.
Right, I said
All right.
that's it.
All right. So now we got for the things that topics that we dealt with along our relationship. We got upbringing, finances, communication, non-negotiables, external family, raising children, religion, love languages, counseling, balance, expectations, trust. Now, if you were to put these in order, what would be number one?
In a relationship?
Yep. Or should I say, for us, what do you think is like the most significant thing that we've dealt with? That is like, if we could only fix one of these things, which one?
But I want to fix.
What you say was number top on the list?
Communication.
God, look at that. Yep. Now, why do you say communication?
Because I am an over communicator and I like words because for me, I like to understand. I'm the person that if I ask a question or someone says something and I don't understand, I'm going to continue to ask that question because I want to have a clear understanding of all things involved, whether it's what's expected of me. Communication can solve so many things if people just talk. So, I mean, communication is one for me because you're just not a talker.
So I think the reason why I say communication is number one on here because I feel like we couldn't deal with any of these other things if we didn't know how to communicate.
Okay.
And for me, my memory could be bad, but I think one of the first things when we started counseling that we talked about was communication. At least that's the biggest thing that I remember.
Yeah.
Being like, oh, you guys think you're, just because you're speaking the same language, you think you're saying the same thing, but it's actually two totally different languages that you're speaking, or two totally different meanings behind what you're saying. And because you don't understand that those wires are getting crossed, now you can't even get to fix whatever the issue is because you haven't learned how to communicate with each other. So yeah, so that was number one for me. So let me put a check by on this. We got that off of there. I think for me, for the second one, I would say counseling.
And what is this list again?
You'll see this.
No, I'm saying the things we need to fix.
No. So this is things like when I think of like the road, like what was the biggest thing that like helped us along the way? I think was learning our communication. Kind of hard to explain the list, but just so if you were to prioritize these, what I'd say. So I think communication is top. Not saying
Trust.
that it's trust. There we go. and I think when we talk about trust, not like
It's
you,
not infidelity trust.
right.
It's trust of, can I trust you with me?
There you go.
Can I trust you with me? Can I trust you with my feelings?
There we
Like, can
go.
I trust you to support me? Can I trust you to be there when times get rough? Can I trust you to still have my back when things ain't so pretty?
Yep.
That's more so what trust is, at least for me when I think about it.
No, that's exactly what I was thinking as well. Like, I, I don't think you've ever not trusted that I was going to be out doing the right thing.
Oh no.
But like you said, trust with your feelings, trust, with everything that you just said. So I agree with that. And then I would put up there probably next would be really counseling helped us out a lot. So I'm gonna make that number 3. Because thank the Lord for Miss Anita.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Or else, whew. What do you think will go next in this list? If we're prioritizing these right here.
I think finances is a big thing.
Yep. Lord have mercy. God was with us with them finances in them early years.
Mm-hmm. But that's life, though.
Yeah, that is life. Unfortunately, we were able to, and I don't even think it was finances. Like, yeah, we made some decisions to get to where we are now, which caused us to be financially strained. But I think it's being able to talk about finances was our biggest thing.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Because that was like dropping a nuclear bomb every time we had to talk about finances.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we got better.
I just don't talk about it.
So you don't think we got better?
I think, yeah, we got better, but it's just easier just to not talk about it.
Okay, right on.
Just saying.
Okay.
But it's not like no one's hiding anything.
Right. Yeah.
And it's always, some people want to sit down and do finances together. Someone is better with finance than the other. So some people just choose one person to do the finances. And I feel like long as you come home and your lights ain't off, or your cars are still intact, then hey, I think you're batting 1,000.
Yep. When were you comfortable? I don't want to get too off on there, but when were you comfortable merging our finances?
Oh, that was a while. That was a couple of years.
Whereas
even into our marriage,
I was ready right off the bat. Once I
Yes.
knew she's gonna be with me, joint account,
yeah.
and I just keep the money that I need to survive.
And I was like, no, sir.
Mm-hmm.
My granny told me don't let your left hand
know what your right hand doing. Lord have mercy. Yes.
Yep. You not gonna know what I got going on in this is my business, sir.
Mm-hmm. All right. Then I'm gonna put for number 5, love languages. And the reason I say that, make sure I'm writing, getting these off.
You're not.
So we got trust, we got counseling. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So where is the? Lord, what am I missing? I got communication. I got trust. Finances. There we go. So the reason I put love languages is because I think that really helps you understand your partner better. Whereas I like to be touched, but not in the way that you would naturally think. I just like physical touch. That's my love language. When you pat me on my back, that's better than any gift you can give. When you put your hand on my back, you just pat, 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 pat. Oh man, that's where it's at.
Okay.
And yours started off being gifts, but now it's it was gifts and words of affirmation, and now it's words of affirmation and acts of service. Ooh, I'm good.
You ain't good.
All right. So what would you say is number 6?
I think it's upbringing.
Okay. Now, are you saying from so like when I think of upbringing, I think of how I was raised versus how you was raised and how that shapes us as adults.
Yep. But also, When you think about upbringing and if you guys talk about upbringing, get an understanding, then when you guys do have issues, then you guys understand the issues better because you understand each other's upbringing.
Right.
Like some people grew up poor, some people grew up with money, some people, parents were there, some people parents weren't there. So having that upbringing and having like the parents not there and things like that, that brings about a lot of insecurities in a person that they can take into their relationship. So talking about upbringing so you can have that understanding of maybe why your partner is feeling the way that they feel is a big deal.
Yep. So like when you buy a 24 pack of burritos that taste disgusting, and your husband eats them one by one because he ain't about wasting no money, because that's part of wow, all that to be. Lord have mercy. That's part of his upbringing, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Number 7. I'm gonna put on here. You got an idea for number 7? Okay. I'm gonna put on here external family.
Yep, that was my next one.
Yep.
Yep.
Because the first thing that people tend to do is when there's issues, lean on their comfort, which is their family, get their family involved, and that's the last thing you want to do. Because family can make or break your relationship. You agree?
Not necessarily.
I think so.
Mm-mm.
So what is your take on that?
My take on external family is not necessarily about not putting your family in your business, because you truly do have those people in your family, especially when you're a young couple, who will give you sound advice and will support you and will help you and will see things from both sides, someone that you can learn from and grow from. So people's families do have those, which is great. But when I say external family, I mean don't look too cute. Hi baby, how are you? Hi. When you think about, for me, external family, I think about drama with family, not telling your family your business, because I don't care about that. I'm saying like don't allow your external family to create mischief in your relationship.
Yeah, so like I don't mean like when you got family give you sound advice. I don't count that as getting them in your business. I count it as like, if I get upset with you, I'm running to my family. Let me tell you what she did. Like, I'm not going for advice or like,
When you do that, you're just going somebody on your side.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. We got number 8. Let's see.
I think raising children.
Mm-hmm.
But I think raising children and religion kind of go hand in hand.
Okay, so we'll put religion right underneath that. Okay. Especially when you have blended families.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. All right. Number 10. I think I'm going to do expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So expectations out of your relationship, because I think how do you think we done with that?
What's what you mean?
Just being able to express our expectations and then the other person support it.
I don't think supporting expectations is the right thing to say, because if your expectations is something that someone is expecting, like of themselves or of someone else, but I don't feel like supporting expectations is the right thing.
Okay. So how would you describe that?
I would say when I think about expectations, I think about what I expect out of my relationship. Again, like I said, I want you to take me on date nights. I want romance. Like, that's an expectation of a relationship, like something that you expect. Even after being married for almost 20 years, still expect date nights.
Mm.
You know, just still expect the same things. Like, don't stop what you were doing. So, just your expectations of your relationship.
Okay, right on. And then we got number 11. I think the two that we have left are balance, work life, children, relationship, and
We only can have two left.
yeah, and then the other one is it's not that, it's not that. Uh, non-negotiables. So what would you put as number 11, number 12 between non-negotiables and balance?
Non-negotiable should have been at the top. I must have missed that one. That really should have been number 1. That should have been on top of communication, and communication should have been number 2.
Okay, we can mix it up.
No, it's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Wasp. All right, and then so the last one will be
Balance.
balance. So now, of course, some of these are going to have A, B, C's, D's, maybe E's and F's. So the reason I wanted to put these into these priorities is because each week when I come home, we're going to talk about one of these. If we had to split it up, then we'll split it up. Maybe the next weekend we do another part of it. But over the time that I'm gone, we'll cover all of these, and hopefully it will help, you know, our children, especially our oldest right now, as he's navigating starting his life, and professionally, and, you know, socially, and relationship wise, and all this stuff. What do you think about that? You got any questions? All right. Oh, look, I mean, you really got it. I see you, girl. Looking good. Show the bracelet. Yeah.